What's going on, everybody? It is the end of 2021. So this year's been a really interesting year, I think. It's been a good year, been a lot going on, and I think something that a lot of you have been along on the journey with, and it's been really, really cool. The growth of the channel, kind of getting the channel to where I want it to be and continuing that on that direction. And then, doing some other things with my own golf game and really just enjoying the game of golf. I think that's the first thing that I wanted to talk about today as we end the year. I wanted to kind of go back and look at things and recap and then set some goals for the next year. That's what I like to do. If you do our classes, you learn we do talk all the time about goal setting. I do think that's extremely important. So for me, this let's start with the golf game, because I started the Chasing Scratch series this year, and that was done because I kind of wasn't playing golf. When you work in golf, you tend to not play, or that's a common thing that people will say is like, oh, you don't play, or all that stuff, and I wasn't playing a whole lot. Some medical, I have arthritis that was causing me some issues, but also just, you're busy and you kind of just like, all right, I'm not going to play. But decided to do this series. It really, the support for the series of Chasing Scratch and doing that and all of that stuff really helped that keep going, because, that was a challenge to do. And when you go play and you got to film things and all that and try to play golf, it's a challenge. But I also my game was not where I wanted it to be honest with you. I think when I started, I was like a 4 handicap. I just kept going up, and it was like, wasn't doing anything horribly wrong, but it just was getting sloppier and sloppier and sloppier. And it's like, all right, that's got to be changed. And I also wanted to show people how that process looks. And if you follow a process instead of kind of hunting for every little thing that's going on, it's actually quite simple how you get better. You just got to keep working at it, and you will get better. I think that's usually the thing that people see when they take lessons from me is it is fairly, I try to be as simple as possible, even though I spend so much time working on other things or, doing these crazy things. I try to keep the teaching simple and keep the process simple. And again, all the support, everybody that loved the series, that really helped me keep going. And by the end of the year, we got down to a 0.4 when the season changed. So it was good. Had a couple of rounds there at the end in some nasty cold weather that probably, I was hoping that would kind of push me over the edge, and I didn't get it. But, went out to Arizona just a couple weeks ago and played and actually shot 2 under in a round. So we're getting there. It's just, we'll see what 2022 brings. I know for the season, my swing has gotten a lot better. There's still a little bit of work to do with that. I'll be working on that. But then my main focus is going to be on putting, which I've already been working on that and doing some drills inside. That's a great time to work on your putting, is in the winter. And also working on short game. That will be huge. Now, the other last thing there will be speed. Been already started with the stack system. And so currently have gone up a pretty decent amount actually in speed. I'm up to about 40 yards gain. Now, let's put a caveat on that. That was right about when I changed some medication for arthritis. This medication I was looking for forever, and it just took forever to get it. You have to get all these tests done and stuff before you can do it. And so I finally got it right as I was about starting the stack system. So I think there was some inflation there because I just started feeling better. But I've also, have gained speed. I went out when I was in Arizona. A lot of the people that I played there, a lot of the pros at the course I was at, they are all using it, and they're seeing a good, 10, 12 yards of distance gain. So I thought that, for these people that already have a lot of speed, that's kind of telling as they were doing that. So that was a big thing, and I'm excited to keep going with that. New clubs, everything too, feel great. Just kind of getting everything dialed in going forward as we go. So that was the Chasing Scratch endeavor for my game. Now, as far as the channel goes, I started doing this about 2 years ago, and I did it because I kind of have this dream with golf, being a part of golf is, I was somebody that would do anything that anybody told me, growing up. I wanted to be a professional. And so I started getting heavy in the instruction world, and I'm like, oh, who's the best teacher? Who's this? Who's that? And what I realized is that I just never got better, right? And so I got better only because of kind of hard work, is really what it would be. But like, there's just so many different things out there, like, and it's well known amongst teachers that you have to find something that's marketable. And so people tend to just pick parts out of the swing and market that as the next big secret. And so, we have these teaching conferences in Orlando at the PGA Show, and some of the best, most well-known teachers have openly said that, and that to me just doesn't seem right. And so it's like, all right, how do I reach more people? And I've always had the goal of like, hey, we're going to do things the right way. We're not going to make it overcomplicated. We're going to keep it to what it is, which is a skill game, and we're going to build those skills and work on that stuff. I think it's important to do that. Now, with that said, I do research. I do all that stuff all the time. You see, I have, the force plates, all that stuff, but I don't bring it to the forefront. And I do that on purpose because I don't think that's necessary for people to improve. I would never, if I was playing full time and not teaching, I would never want to see any of this stuff. It's way too complicated, and I'm always very careful about who I share it with. And if I'm teaching, I rarely share this stuff. I take it into my own words and put it into what I think is usable information. And that is how I've always done things. But with the channel, it's always been about trying to help people. This technology is becoming more available, and trying to help people understand it so they can use it in a way that is helpful. This used to be just teachers had this stuff. Now people are having it, and we want to, make sure that if you're investing money, the last thing I want people to do is invest money, a lot of money, into something and then just not feel like it does anything for them. So that is always my goal, and that is what we're going to continue to do, and that's what we'll be doing a lot of going forward. We're still going to be, if there's new tech coming out and there's something that's interesting, definitely going to talk about it. But I want to talk about it in the context of helping you get better, not just reviewing it for the sake of reviewing it per se, and showing you what it is and this and that, and then I hopefully can give some honest opinions about it as we go too. So that's always been a goal of mine too, is never to be too tied to any company that I can't be honest about it. That's always how it's going to be and how I want it to be. So yeah, that's been it. But the last thing has been really cool about how 2021 has gone is it's kind of become like a community. People send me stuff, send me their numbers, which has been awesome. We're going to continue doing that. I want people to send me their information to help them dissect it, because it's been a really, really cool community of helping each other, which is what I want. I feel like you can go a lot of different places to get communities where people argue, or where people are doing things that just, oh, look at this newest, latest, greatest thing. There's a lot of places for that. I want it to be a community where there is discussion, there's talk about what's going on. Is this right? Can we sift through kind of all the mud that is out there and just keep this to having fun? Because at the end of the day, what I've really learned from all this is with this community feel, and then with like my buddies that I play with, everything is, that is what's awesome about this game, is getting out and playing and challenging yourself to improve, and not necessarily looking for quick fixes all the time and, oh, the latest greatest thing is gonna. It's about the grind. It's about working and challenging yourself to improve at something, and also getting out there and enjoying that process with people you love, all that stuff, and having a great time. So we'll be doing a lot of that. I'm going to be doing more on a side kind of project that I have with the Legion of Birdies, which is a group we started many years ago, 7 years ago now, which we never really did. It was just kind of within us, but kind of trying to bring that out because I think it's brought us all so much fun and joy within the group. group. We want to share a little bit of that and just the beauty of golf and all that. So I will be doing a lot of that stuff over there. Not a ton over there, but if you like seeing different places to go, courses, some fun stuff, you could check that out and subscribe over there. But yeah, it's been just a lot of fun. Looking forward to continuing to help people understand their technology and how to use it, having some fun with it, and helping people play better golf. That is the goal. All right, so thanks everybody for the support. Hope everybody has a happy, safe new year. 2021 is behind us, but it's only starting. 2022 is now up, and we keep it up. We keep it rolling. So thanks everybody. Comment down below if you have questions, comments, your goals. Please put those down below, and we'll see you next year. Peace.